Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Cleary, and I'm a program manager for Magic. And I'm here with one of our lovely mentor-mentee pairs, Nava and Rebecca. They were in the program with SKA, and I'm very excited to talk with both of them today about what their project and what it was like to work together. Nava, can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nava H. I'm in 10th grade at SK, and my project was the Magic Hearing Impaired blog.
Wonderful. And Rebecca, if you could just also introduce yourself.
Yes, hi, my name's Rebecca Axelrod, and I currently work at Avanade, and I joined Magic as I went to SKA High School, and I'm an alumni, and I was Nava's mentor on this project.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations to you both. The presentation just was so interesting and well presented. Nava, can you just tell us a little bit about your project and what made you choose that?
So my project was a website that was designed to promote awareness for the hearing impaired community. And my inspiration for this project was that my brother was born with moderate to severe hearing loss. And so it was a big presence in our house as he was hearing aids since he's been 5 months old. And, with my parents talking about the services he gets in school and everything, it was just something that was important to me. Also, I love doing front end development. So this gave me a chance to continue with that, but also pairing it with something that I'm passionate about.
That's wonderful. I think that it says a lot about you as a person, that not only did you use your experience in this program to learn something new for yourself, but to give back to the community. Can you just touch a little bit upon the importance of tying in your interest with your passions and how that correlates to success in completing a project?
Sure. So I think that combining the two, I think because it was something I was really, really passionate about, as my brother has it, and I've met other people with it, whether it be the same as how my brother has it or different, whether it's a hearing aid or cochlear implant. Like it's just things that, not everybody necessarily knows about. Like they may see someone with it and they might think something that, I don't know, is probably not the best to share with other people. But that's not necessarily always because they really mean it. It really could just because they just don't understand it. And so being able to help them understand it, and so they can even talk about it with the person, but like in an encouraging way, or in just like I want to learn more about this kind of way, and be able to do that with something that I love to do, which is coding and front end development and everything like that. So to be able to combine it was really cool.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. And I think that this is just the beginning for not only your website, but for the way that you're going to impact the world. And so what is something that you learned during your time in the program? Whether it was about the project itself or maybe something outside that you didn't expect.
So there's definitely a bunch of things that I learned for this project. I think one of the main things was definitely the importance of debugging and not giving up, because
Mhm.
debugging can be a really tedious process, but it has to be done to get your thing to work. Also, I think one of the big things that we focused on that was really cool to learn about was API integration.
Mhm. That's really great. And I'm someone who I don't have a lot of experience with front end development, coding. So I really appreciated the way that you were able to break down these concepts and explain them in ways that anyone, either watching live in the audience, or if they find it on YouTube, they're able to understand the concepts. Did you find it difficult to kind of break those concepts down?
Um, Definitely a little bit, just because some of it was words that I hadn't necessarily heard before, but like kind of knew the concept of. Because I had done some basic, like really basic stuff with APIs with Codecademy in the past,
Mhm.
with just like little courses that I've done when I wanted something to do. But I never really went into full detail about APIs. And so to be able to do that and actually gain a real understanding of what some of these words mean was really cool.
Yeah, no, and you did such a wonderful job, like I said, of kind of explaining all the concepts. And so, you know, you touch on a really great point that maybe, at first you weren't too sure how everything was going to work. And but now you can consider yourself more knowledgeable of the area. So think back to the beginning of the school year when you first heard of Magic and you were thinking of applying, but you really weren't sure what was in front of you. Um, you know, what would you tell yourself, what is it, 9 months ago now, to like give you that push to apply to the program?
So I think for me, because I had also applied last year,
Okay.
because it was a program that I had learned about last year and was really interested in.
Mm-hmm.
As for one-on-one mentoring, also because I really love coding and it's a field that I hope to go into.
Mm-hmm.
So I had heard about it last year and applied.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I applied and it was a really great experience. I think something, I don't know exactly what I really would have told myself because I feel like when I was filling out the application, I already I had a whole bunch of things that I was putting on it because I had done a lot in the past. So I think one of the things maybe was just maybe try to write it out in a clearer way and have it a little more straight to the point, just get what I wanted to say across.
Mm-hmm. No, wonderful. And I think that, first of all, we're so thankful that you applied again for the program, because it's clear that just you did amazing work. And when young women apply and they're not accepted, it's just because, unfortunately, we're not able to find a mentor in their area of interest. So anyone who's watching this interview right now, that's the only reason someone isn't accepted. And so that's just what happened. But I think it's a great lesson of life. Sometimes the answer isn't no, it's just not yet. And look what the next year brought. You got to work with Rebecca and build an amazing website for the hearing impaired community. And so we're just so thankful that you applied a second time. So like I said, a great lesson for life. Rebecca, can you just touch on what it was like to work with Nava this year?
Yeah, so I think it was really cool because I got to know Nava more and more throughout the project. And I still recall like the first call that we had, and I was trying to get to know Nava a little bit. And I was really able to see Nava from the first call to now. And it was really building a certain relationship where we can relate to a lot of different things. I went to the same high school, we have a similar background, and now we also have the same interest. And she was able to see where I am, where I'm working right now, and all those different things. And I was really able to see a lot of it was really just even confidence, being more confident in certain topics, and even confidence with different challenges that you go through, which is real life scenarios where not everything is going exactly the way you want it to. So I've really seen Nava grow in that way. It's also been a little bit mind boggling with how much Nava can really just take on and learn. And on just her level and being 10th grade, she's very much self-motivated. And I could tell that right away in the first meeting when she told me she did all this coding before we even met. And I'm like, okay, wow, let's get to that next step. So yeah, it's been a pleasure working with Nava.
Wonderful. And what is something that maybe you learned from Nava this year?
What I learned from Nava is definitely it's kind of good to when you don't have much going on. I sometimes have a lot going on, but to just code in your free time if you're interested in it and just practice. I think that was really cool to see Nava take on interests like that, where she's not it's not like in school someone's telling her to do something, right? She really does on her own, and that's really because it's really her passion. It's my passion too. So I kind of now want to do a lot of different projects on my own in my own spare time. Yeah, so that was pretty cool of seeing Nava do that.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful that you've felt inspired by Nava. Now you're going to be working on your own projects. And certainly, that's one of the main facets of the Magic program. Is about the connections that the mentors and mentees make. And we say it while we're interviewing all the prospective mentees every year that the mentors are going to learn just as much from you as you learn from your mentors. And this is proof right here. So, Rebecca, one last question for you. So you're a first year mentor. So what can you share for a prospective mentor that is considering joining this program?
Yeah, I would really say, because this is kind of how I thought of it when I'm joining this program, think of your young self and kind of expect, like, what would you want to hear? I didn't know much about programming computer science in high school. And so if I had someone to show me if I had a little bit of interest, but not that much confidence, or not sure where that would exactly go, being, let's say, who I am, to have someone that's very much similar to me and being able to see what they can do and that they can help me and create that bond, that would, like, having a one-on-one, that would have been amazing. So really just think of, like, you as your younger self, what you would have wanted. I think that would really be a big push to really help others.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Yes, we love that we have so many amazing mentors willing to guide our mentees in the ways that maybe they wanted when they were younger, middle school, high school, but then also in the ways that our mentees need nowadays, because it's already, everything's always changing so quickly that we appreciate that now all of these young women have wonderful women in the field to guide them. So thank you both so much for sitting down and chatting with me about your experience this year. And just really congratulations on such a wonderful project and presentation. Nava, best of luck to you for the rest of the school year. I know the countdown's on. And, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mhm.